don't have a fork. What's up, foodie fam? It's your girl Miranda, also known as UprootedFoodie. Today I am having my first mukbang. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's been a minute. I cover everything from veganism to travel and anything in between. So yeah, this is kind of a vegan catch-up video. If you're new to the YouTube trend of mukbangs, it is commonly known as an eating show, and everyone is kind of doing it. So I hopped on the bandwagon, so to speak. But honestly, I just kind of had a weird day, and I was like, you know what? I want a little comfort food, and I was like, I'm gonna make a mukbang out of it. So here we are. Real quick, let me just tell you what we have here in case you're trying to figure it out. I have two kinds of chips. We have blue corn tortilla chips. We have homemade queso. I have some vegan ramen. I have a vegan pizza. I have a vegan grilled cheese. I have some sriracha, I have some soda water with a cup and a straw, and I have malt, vinegar, and sea salt potato chips. So, let's get started. I have so much content right now that I am really far behind on posting it. I'm talking like content from a year ago. Yeah, like you remember if you've been around since the beginning of this channel, I started a travel series called Goodbye California. Recently I changed that into just separate videos. I'm not doing a series anymore. Video content is a lot. I love it, but I literally spend like 12 to 24 hours totally editing videos. So this video is not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be super fancy or funny or anything like that. I'm probably just gonna kind of cut this and get this out there because I wanna put something out there. It's been a minute. So I'm gonna do like one blog post a month and 2 videos a month probably. Exciting news, I have a weekly newsletter. I really love it, I'm really proud of it. And if you follow my blog, you should sign up for my newsletter, or you can just send me your email in a DM to my Instagram, UprootedFoodie. If you don't follow me there, you should. So yeah, my newsletter is really fun. I'm having a good time with that, and I push out a ton of content just in the weekly newsletter. So if you're gonna follow me anywhere, sign up for the newsletter. I got this cauliflower pizza cutter. It's like ceramic. It's cute. I got it from the Girl Boss Rally, which I'll post a video about soon. My most recent blog, you probably won't see it for a while, but you might find it on Happy Cow because I told them I would write for them first. So that'll go up on my blog once it's done running on theirs, but that will be fun. Oh, I also have these adorable napkins. Another plug, my sister Katie owns a restaurant called Trumpet Blossom Cafe, and our grandma Mary makes these hand-sewn napkins that she sells at Katie's restaurant, and I have some. So yeah, just a little fun side note. Pizza's right here. I'm gonna take a bite of this. I got sriracha too. Personally, watching a bunch of YouTubers do mukbangs, I'm always like, stop talking and start eating. But then when they eat, I'm like, are you gonna talk anymore? Because they just enjoy their food forever. So maybe you'll get to experience the same dissatisfaction that I do every time I watch a mukbang. Seltzer is my favorite, if you didn't know. Okay, take a bite of this pizza. That is a lot of hot sauce. I should have cooked this longer. This is the Daiya Cheese Lovers pizza. I think it's called Cheese Lovers. Yeah, I always want to cook it longer. I actually took some of the cheese off and put it in the grilled cheese. I personally love Daiya. Unpopular opinion maybe? I don't know. I don't know why everyone's kind of shitting on them, because Personally, I've always liked them. I know a couple other vegans who agree with me, so back me up. But I know it can get like a little greasy and stringy, but like I feel like that's what real cheese kind of does. I just can't use very much of it, so I like it though. Weird segue. We're gonna go to the malt vinegar chips. Ta-da! Malt vinegar, Boulder Canyon. Wrong segue. Shouldn't have gone from the hot sauce to the vinegar. Nope. We're gonna go something more mild now. I'm gonna take a bite of the grilled cheese. And I'm gonna answer a question, because I asked for a Q&A on my Instagram. Again, if you don't follow me, you should. Classic grilled cheese. Also, grilled cheese ramen. Grilled cheese ramen. We're gonna go there. What's the best thing about eating vegan? I have to say, I guess if you would have asked me 12 years ago, I would have said like the health benefits, but clearly by the standards of this video, that's not what I'm enjoying right now. I'm enjoying the fact that you don't have to miss out on anything normal. Didn't do a good job with that. Gonna put some sriracha in it. More real talk. I'm kind of lonely right now. Aww. But seriously, we had family visiting, so we had somebody around for a while. And now Kyle is back at work, and I'm just back at work at home. So I'm a little bored, a little lonely. I'm working like a little too hard right now, which feels like an oxymoron because I'm just totally not getting as much content out as I want, but I am working really hard on some projects. That's not great. It tastes kind of like Play-Doh. I didn't put a lot of seasoning on it because it never makes me feel the best, even though it's a comfort food for me. And I go back for more. I don't know what's wrong with me. I wanted to talk about this vegan queso. So, the thing about this queso, it was homemade, ready for it, in the microwave. Veganism can be easy, you guys. And I first saw a recipe for vegan queso in the microwave from the Vegan Bros. Has anyone else ever heard of the Vegan Bros? They're hilarious. They're really, really intelligent. And they're really successful. But they kind of disappeared off the face of the earth. If you know where they are, please let me know that they're okay. They're hilarious to me. I think they're so funny. They're totally owning their own brand. They came out with, merch, and then they came out with a book, and then an audio book, and then they said they had really, really big collaboration announcements to say, and then they just totally disappeared. No idea. Maybe this is like good conspiracy theory material. I don't know. Vegan conspiracy theories. Yeah, I'm just going, we're getting crazy here. But anyway, learned this from them. I think they also were the ones who taught me how to veganize the crunch wrap at Taco Bell from their YouTube videos. Because I didn't really eat Taco Bell before, and I really don't now, but if I do, that's what I get. Speaking of fast food and veganism, I'd like to segue into my next topic, the Impossible Whopper. The Impossible Whopper is now at Burger King nationwide. I didn't think I was gonna try it. I was nervous to try it because Beyond is at Carl's Jr., right? Beyond is at Del Taco. Some other places have some things. I haven't gone to these fast food places because I don't eat fast food and I don't like to have to veganize it. But the fact that it's already accessible as a vegan option, other than saying no mayo, no cheese, is really incredible and makes it a little bit like tempting to go try it just because I can. And I don't think there's anything wrong with kind of exploring that. So we went. I was nervous that I was gonna be like picky about it being on the same like broiler and stuff. I think the shock of it being available kind of just like erased all of those fears. And I walked into Burger King and I was like, throwback to like 15 years ago when I used to go to McDonald's or Burger King just like to go hang out with friends, and I would still only get french fries and ice cream even though I wasn't vegetarian or vegan yet. And it was so weird to see 0% beef just blinking all over the board, and I was like, is this real life? But now I do have family and friends who are like in the vegan movement, kind of like talking total shit about Impossible and about Burger King and about all these other places. And I have to say I'm really surprised. I mean, yeah, it's not the healthiest. It's not the most eco-friendly option you could opt for. That part, of course, it's like, yeah, we all know this, but I don't even know if I want to get into it. But I had some points I was maybe gonna make. I mean, A, supply and demand, okay? So we know that the number one business thing is supply and demand with these corporations. I don't personally think that boycotting any of these fast food restaurants is going to get anyone to stop selling cheap, disgusting meat. I wish it didn't happen. There are people out there who need a quick meal, or who can't afford to go out, or who can't afford the groceries they want, or for whatever reason they just can't eat at home, or they don't have the time to eat at home. And it's time or money, so some people are gonna go get fast food regardless. I guess I just feel like if you don't want to spend your dollars there, that's great, but like, how many omnivores are gonna not spend their dollars there? They already didn't need the vegan dollars, but they've got it now. So yeah, they're gonna get more people back in. I mean, if you think about it from a business move, it's really smart, because I'm just fascinated with the business behind all of it, honestly, and like the psychology behind the business and how that brings people in. They've kind of just shunned vegans and vegetarians for years and years and years, right? Or they've only offered some really, really minimal options and not very delicious options. So I think if people are, this is a mukbang I should be eating. They've shunned us for years. They didn't give us very delicious options when they did, or if they did. And now they don't need the vegan dollar, but the world is kind of turning. Regardless, yeah, fast food is getting more people in the door now with the Whopper, but the people who already patronize Burger King, Carl's Jr., soon to be Subway, Del Taco, all these places, the people who already patronize it and are meat eaters are curious about these products now. You can't deny that. Like I said, I got only hate from some of the closest vegans or vegetarians in my family, but I have received nothing but curiosity and nice words for like maybe the first time in my life from an outer circle of acquaintances or friends or like the internet acquaintances and friends on my Facebook, on my Instagram. These people normally eat meat. Some of these people made fun of me growing up for being vegan, and now they're saying they want to try this burger. That's fucking huge. This brings me to my next point. The single-use plastics and waste being used at these establishments, yes, that can be huge in a landfill. However, the creation of plastics and the building of landfills is not what is mostly contributing to global warming. It is meat. It is meat. Yes, they are serving that meat, but now they are serving not meat. And if you demand the not meat, it will take away the increase needed for meat. It's math, it's logic, and it's working. It's slow, it's baby steps, it's the right move. You don't have to eat it if you don't like the taste of meat. You don't have to eat it if you want to save the wrapping and the single-use plastics, but it's doing something amazing for the planet and for people. It's getting people curious about this stuff. It's getting people curious about, is it possible to live like this? It is. My last point, I guess, about that is there are plenty of restaurants and food trucks that are more ethical who are still using single-use plastics or single-use compostable ware. And if you're a true environmentalist, you know that that shit doesn't break down overnight. It takes a while. We're still taking up space in landfills. We're still taking up space in garbage, in waste. Using our dollar to vote for these things is just so common sense. I mean, who was the first one? So John Oberg posted something years ago. I think Tyson was investing in Beyond Meat, and the whole internet lost its mind. So everybody was like, no, that's not okay. Myself included. I was like, that's not a good move. That's scary. And I think that comes obviously from a place of fear, from my part at least. I was worried they're gonna poison us. They're gonna fucking, not poison us. Well, they are poisoning people with their food, but that's another story. They're gonna mess with our food. They're gonna tell us it's plants when it's meat, which is kind of happening, but they have to disclose it. So you can still get around this, but it's a valid fear at first, right? It's scary. It's things, people who were not trustworthy are now trying to feed you. But John Oberg changed my mind because supply and demand. It's the bottom line. That's where I draw the line. If you don't like it, that's fine. Personally, I don't always like it. I stopped eating meat because I didn't like the taste of meat either. But if there's something convenient that I can enjoy with my significant other when we need a quick dinner, or if I'm on the road, or if I'm in a really small town that doesn't have a lot of options and I'm spending time with my in-laws and stuff like that, I need to have an option, and I'm grateful that it's there. So that's my 2 cents on that. Let's go back to this ramen. Try it out. Hasn't gotten better. This is so good. I'll talk about another topic. Queso. If you're around Denver or you follow me on Instagram, you know Torchy's Tacos just went vegan for one night only in the Denver Tech Center area. That's thanks to Veganizer chapter out here, Sarah Easton. They had this bomb queso. It was so good. I went to the tasting. I couldn't make it to the actual event because Kyle's mom was in town, but it was so good. And this is like close, but no cigar. So Brad, you killed it. Brad was the contact for Torchy's who created all of the vegan recipes. I was so grateful for that. That was so much fun. If you don't know what Veganizer is, I'll put a link in the description below. Basically, they are a nationwide organization that veganizes restaurants either indefinitely or for one night or what have you. Again, you can read more about it below, but myself and a couple other local Denver vegans who are influencers have gone to some tastings on behalf of like the invitations extended to us, but to make sure that these menus are like drool worthy for the local vegans to enjoy, and also just kind of hype them up with promo and yeah, and like get the word out for these events. Which I guess I could talk about this. I already announced it. Technically. Drum roll. I'm going to be in training to be a vegan consultant for restaurants. I'm so excited. I've been kind of like toying around with what I wanted to branch out on UprootedFoodie with, and once I got to kind of go out with the veganizer crew with things, I didn't really get to see how it worked behind the scenes too much, but just like, you know, networking in general, I feel like it's a really like easy thing out here in Denver. I've been filling a gap that's been needed, like writing for events and things like that. But I wanted to take it beyond writing because it's kind of been hard to make money just writing. It's also been hard to make money just video editing for other people because that's temporary and it doesn't last forever, but it's really fun. Anyway, Meredith Marin is a vegan coach and consultant in Aruba. And if you follow other vegan YouTubers, you may have seen the vegan Aruba blogs. Anyway, that's how I got introduced to Meredith virtually. I mean, I wasn't introduced, I just like started following her, and that was like a year ago. I thought it was really cool. She was offering a vegan vacation package for Aruba, and I watched her launch that and some other things, and eventually I watched her launch a vegan hospitality program for consulting, and I was really interested, but at the time I wasn't in the mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna invest in myself, because poverty mindset, it's a real thing. So I just was like, no, I can't do that, but that's amazing. And then it got closer to the second time she was about to launch, and I just like submitted for more info, which one thing led to another. I applied and we interviewed, and it was a great fit. I really adore her. She's just the sweetest, and she's such a humble boss that like I just jive with that so well. I start at the end of September. It's mid-August right now. So the official program is actually called Vegan Hospitality and Tourism Consultant Training. So by the end of that training, right before Christmas, when I graduate, I will apply for the certification, take that test, get certified, and then I'll have all the tools I need to kind of do everything I want to do with that. And it's in no way like competing against the local veganizer at all, if that's crossed anybody's mind. That is not at all why I'm doing this. Obviously, I'm like working with veganizer. Why would I want to? Anyway, but just to clear that up. No, but I just feel like I didn't quite gain the insight I needed to from participating in tastings. And then when I was invited to tastings like on my own, separately from veganizer, I kind of felt like I didn't really know what I was doing. I kind of felt like, okay, let me tell you if your food is good. Yep, it's good. What now? Like, do I deserve to get paid for that? Like, I didn't do much. So I really want to make sure I can have something to offer and bring to the table. And I know I do like in here somewhere, but I just really want to figure out how to channel it. So I'm really excited about this. Yeah, there's work for all of us, and it's going to create more collaborations, more pockets of business and opportunities to work with other people in the community, and it's just going to expand the vegan movement, which is the ultimate goal, of course. So I'm really, really stoked, and stoked to finally apparently make money doing a vegan business. I was going to announce one more thing, but I don't think I'm going to. I think you'll just have to wait. Whew. This was a sad mukbang. I had one slice of pizza, half a grilled cheese, a couple bites of ramen, a couple potato chips, handful of chips and queso, and seltzer, and I'm kind of full. I do want to do another mukbang. I will probably do a vegan sushi mukbang next. Really excited for that. So the next video that will go up will probably be the treehouse review video. I'm really proud of that video, and I am proud of the article I wrote for Happy Cow. So the video to go along with that review will probably be out next. Again, I have tons of content. I'm just gonna have to budget my time differently to get that all out there. One for sure announcement coming up that I am like kind of scared to announce, but I feel like this is a calling, so I'm excited to start that journey. If you're in my newsletter emails, like my newsletter subs, you'll know what I'm talking about. Also, my recent interview is linked below with Voyage magazine, so thank you, Voyage Denver. It was really fun. Go check that out if you want to learn more about what I've kind of been through with Uprooted Foodie and kind of how it got to be where it is today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video coming up soon. And I'll see you on the next adventure, whether that is in the kitchen or on the road. Thanks. Michelle asks, I feel like I'm on a bad talk show. Michelle asks, no, but she asked, I should have just called this the cheese mukbang. And I'll see you on the next adventure, whether that is on the kitchen? On the kitchen? Damn it. I can tell I'm getting messages while I'm recording. Can't wait until I grow up and get a camera for vlogging. It's a good thing Kyle's a dumpster, because somebody's gonna have to eat the rest of this. Alright, we out. Deuces.